bow pose. I'm going to show you how to do bow pose. This one is going to seem right off the bat like you're not going to be able to do it because you think you're too heavy to do it. And let me say that you're not, because I can do it. You'll see in a minute. And I'm very heavy, okay? Where we're going to be going is I'm going to be standing on the hamstrings and both at the same time and adding flexion into the knees, literally standing with all my body weight on both of the legs. And then I'm going to do a little bit of work on the low back and glutes, okay? We'll see how we go, Fiend, yeah? So you bend the knees up rather, and I'm going to go slowly because it might be a bit of a shock for Fiend. So I'm going to put the bed of my foot on the hamstrings, covering the whole length of the hamstrings, and then I'm going to lock the foot into the inside of my knee. Okay, and I'm just going to gradually give a little bit of weight to that side. I'm going to release it and give weight and release it and give it. You all right?
Yeah.
Good. And then at a certain point, nice and smoothly.
That didn't warrant that noise, actually. That was
There you go. She's faking it, folks. You add in the second foot onto the hamstrings and you lock that second foot in. And you stay here on the hamstrings. This is going to give you good access to the glutes. If you're tall enough, it's also going to give you good access to the low back. You can play around a little bit with the work that you do here, but also you can play around a little bit with the degree of flexion at the knees. If I bend into my knees more and I drive a little bit more flexion into Fiendy's knees, usually what you'll notice is a little bit more of a stretch in the quads.
I can confirm that.
Yeah. That occurred. Brilliant. I'm not lying. The rest of the work, it's not like the regular work that we do where we sink and hold, because there's already a sink and hold happening in the legs. It's oftentimes intense enough just to do some light work here on the glutes in the low back. Most likely as well, what we're going to be doing with this pressure on the legs is occluding the blood flow. So we of course have the same contraindications as you might find if you are practicing what some people call the blood stop, or what we would call opening the wind gates, where you can sometimes occlude blood flow in the limbs. If someone has cardiovascular disease, or if they're pregnant, we would typically not do something like this for them. When you're done, go nice and slowly to take one foot at a time out and then send the feet back down. You'll also typically get that nice reperfusion effect where the blood flow comes back to the lower portion of the limbs. You can give that a sweep, and then you would continue on with the rest of your work.